Hey, how's it going, super friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I have for you something quite different than what I would usually be reviewing. Something that is an import. A Batman figure from a company called Fondjoy. This one's based off the Batman v Superman Batfleck Batman. And boy, am I excited to open this. My friend, Rob from Rob D Toys, bought this figure, and it looks friggin' mint. So the box for this, you're looking at it right here. On the front, we have an image of Batman. We got the Batman name right here, Batman v Superman logo. Left-hand side of the box, and we have right down here, Batman 85 years. So this is a celebration figure. On the other side of the box, it says Batman again. On the bottom, there's nothing, and on the top, there's also nothing. But on the back of the box, we have some images of the figure. These are the promo images that they had previously released. Doesn't that look cool? This is gonna be so much fun. Okay, let's rip the box open and have a little peekaroo at the contents from the inside. Slicey dicey with my sharp implement. Ooh, very cool. He's been suffocated under a sheet of plastic. He's dead! Okay, let's pull him out. Oh! And there's all kinds of stuff in the back that also comes with this figure. Okay, let me get everything out, set it up nicely right here, and I'll be back in a second. And we are back with one bad-ass looking Batman. And I forgot to mention, he came with this little box right here. Any guesses on what comes in this little box right here? Let's find out. A little slicey dicey, a little pulley woolly, and that's right. He comes with a sick-looking Bruce Wayne head. That is the most accurate-looking Ben Affleck head sculpt I have ever seen in my entire life. So we'll just put this down right there, too. So this is the sum total of what you get when you order the Fondjoy Batman figure. Darn, this is a pretty good spread. You get 2 batarangs, an interchangeable face mask, his back grapple, and a bunch of extra hands. Of note, this here bat grapple is actually painted. The handle is painted brown, you got silver places, you got places where it's left black, and we'll see more of this once we attach it to the face. His little breather here, this is actually from Suicide Squad if I'm mistaken, not actually from Batman v Superman. And there's 2 of these batarangs. They seem to be of pretty high quality as well, so no complaints. No, and I almost forgot. He comes with a stand, too. Batman was standing on it and in front of it. Got his name on it. You got the Batman v Superman logo right there. And this is a different kind of arm. I've never quite seen one like this. It's flat, and you've got, it clicks into place. This is a really high quality arm by the looks of it. And these right here, they actually are spring loaded. Whoosh. Whoosh. So that means they're really going to hold on to the figure. It would have been cool if there was some rubber right here or maybe some teeth, but I feel like this stand is going to do everything that I need it to do in this video. Now, looking close up at this Batman figure, you can see, look at all of that texture. Look at all of that sculpted goodness. I am loving this Batman figure. Yeah, I don't have much to say because I'm just taking it all in. This is fantastic. This is the Ben Affleck in this scale that I've been waiting for. And it looks frickin' awesome. I love this. His belt also looks accurate to how it's supposed to look. You have parts that are gold where they're supposed to be gold, parts that are black where they're supposed to be black, and everything is clean, slick, and crisp. Right around the back there, you can see how his belt is actually attached. Is that accurate? Was it actually attached that way? Like, did they get access to the costume? I don't know. Folks with a keen eye will know that this guy has a cloth goods cape, and it's a wired cloth goods cape, which is very cool. We're going to see exactly what it can and cannot do later on in the video here, but this is pretty darn cool that he came with a cloth goods cape with a wire in it. The cape does have pleats, as you can see. They've been, I don't know, melted or they don't look like they've been sewn. Looks like they've been lightly melted into the fabric. to give the cape like a little bit more rigidity. And it is a nice kind of pleather, a nice fake leather on the outside. So it does have that look that Batman's cape has in the movie. This face sculpt is immaculate. Not one complaint about how this looks. This looks really great. This has a really good Ben Affleck-y Batman look to it. And the eyes are painted really nice as well. Those look like actual eyes. The paint on the eyes is done really well. You got a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow on Batman's face there. This is fantastic. I love this. Now this piece right here actually will fit right in here over top of his mouthpiece here once we take this off of his face. All right, let's see if I can... This is quite challenging to get out. Hey! I smacked his face off! And just push this one into here, and there you have it. He's got his underwater rebreather. Fantastic, that looks great. Okay, let's put his face back together. So there's the regular face intact. And let's attach the Bruce Wayne head sculpt. So the way that we change it, the whole neck and cowl piece comes right off. And then you can actually see right here where the cape and the cowl fit back together like that. You can actually take those right off. I'm going to leave them on. And then you just pop the Bruce Wayne head down like that. And it sits like so. You got to push that cowl all the way down because those little bumps on the inside, you can see them right here when there, they have to fit on those little holes I showed you on his shoulder. And through the magic of editing, I've got it properly attached. Mostly. I think so. Anyway, that looks so sweet. I don't have a single complaint about this head sculpt. This is a 100% I love it. This looks like Ben Affleck's Batman. 5 o'clock shadow, the pensive look on his face. They got the brow and the eyes and the nose and the lips right and the shape of his jaw, his square jaw. This is perfect. I love this. I've just put it away, and I really appreciate all the thought and the effort they put into the packaging for this. This little home you can stick it in when you're not actually using it. This is fantastic. If you're wondering about the scale of this Batman, well, I've only brought in two. I've brought in the previous McFarlane Batman v Superman Batman action figure, and then I've brought in Superman from Batman v Superman. And you can see that he actually scales okay with Superman, and he makes this Batman look like his younger brother. Because this one, it always was just a little bit small. Oh, and the head on that one, on the McFarlane one, is actually it's not factory. It's custom. Just so you know what you're looking at there. But yeah, I think that he scales quite fantastically if you want to sub him in place of your McFarlane with the rest of your 7-inch movie figures. I think he'll do just fine. At this point, though, I do find myself a tad curious about his articulation. So let's run through that together. As we've already seen, the head is on a ball peg, and it's also attached to the body. There's a ball peg inside the neck as well. That's actually pretty good. Can look up, can look down, can look all around. No real complaints about the neck articulation. The torso gets... Well, I kind of wish it got a little bit more down. That would have been fun. But it's not overly terrible. It's just not super great. The waist is going to be 360. It does get tight around the sides, but that makes sense because, I mean, do you really need to move Batman's waist around all the way to the side? That's kind of not really humanly possible. And when you use the waist and the torso, that's reasonably articulated, I would say. I think that's okay. Then you have the shoulders. They have that rounded socket right in here, the same kind of thing that McFarlane does. You can pull it off, and you can see that this one's actually attached right to the arm. Okay, let's pop this back in. He gets a reasonable-ish T-pose. Of course, when you move his arms around there, you get the use of the big hinges, and he can do a lot more. You have a 360 bicep swivel. That's going to do 360. What do the elbows do? The elbows crunch up about that. Double jointies that crunch up about that. The one I'm getting more than the other. Wonder why that is. Oh, no, it's because I have the arm up higher. Yeah, so you got double jointed elbows. You have the wrists that are on a little tiny hinge. So they move out, they move quite well. Then down here, we have one of my favorites. We have drop hinges. All right. So they're on a ball joint, but they're also drop hinges so that he can look, you know, really messed up. No, I'm just kidding. This is for the articulation purpose so that we can have his leg move out and do things like that a lot easier. Because if we didn't have the drop hinge, it wouldn't do it. See, just moving his leg out activates the drop hinge. So, but I like drop hinges actually. I think they're okay. And he will have also full, complete range of motion that way, which I really like. Double jointed knees that crunch up nice enough for my liking. And then his ankle is actually attached by the looks of it, of a little ball peg on the inside of his foot. And it gets a definitely reasonable amount of articulation along with the toe there. So now the question is, what do I think about this Batman figure from Fondjoy? Is it worth your time and effort to track this guy down? I got mine from Amazon, and you can probably find yours there too. Just type up Fondjoy Batman v Superman and it should pop up. There is also an Aquaman as well at this point for sale, which I did not pick up. If you want the extra head, that option is going to cost you probably about 20 bucks more to get this fantastic head sculpt, but I think it's definitely worth it. And overall, I'm really impressed with this Batman figure. I wish it had slightly better articulation, but in the end, this articulation is more than fine. It looks like Ben Affleck. The suit looks amazing. It's got that fantastic wired cloth goods cape. In my opinion, this is going to be a must-have for anyone who is a Batfleck Batman fan who collects 7-inch action figures. This is going to be the one that you want. In my opinion, this is the 7-inch Batman action figure. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you with the next one. Have a super awesome DC day, and I'll catch you with the next video. Bye for now.